Hey, Tourpreneurs, it's Mitch Bach, and just a quick note before we begin today's episode. Tourpreneur is currently sponsored by Google. We're thankful for their support of our community, and we are offering with them a completely free course helping you unlock the power and potential of Google's Things to Do program, which is specifically helping tour operators add their tours to Google in new ways that gives you new exposure and more direct bookings. To learn more, go to tourpreneur.com/Google. And as always, show notes, more resources, links to our newsletter, our business coaching community, and so much more are available on tourpreneur.com. Now to the episode.
Today's episode is brought to you by Checkfront, the booking platform trusted by over 5,000 tour and activity operators around the world. You can start your own free 21-day trial over at checkfront.com.
Welcome to the Tourpreneur podcast. Travel industry veteran Shane Whaley will take you on a journey with fellow tourpreneurs, sharing their tips, ideas, insights, and success stories to inspire you to make your tour business the best it can be. And now, please welcome your host, Shane.
And welcome to Tourpreneur at Arrival, presented by Checkfront. We are joined by Sixthrills.
Sixthrills.
You want to introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hello, Mr. Shane. So I'm Pedro. I work for Sixthrills. We're a company that operates tours based in Spain, Granada, the city of the Alhambra. You should visit us.
I'd love to. Big fan of Spain.
You totally should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So when did you start your business?
So I actually joined the business about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, the business is 15 years old now. It's quite mature on what we do. I mean, we have a slogan that we love non-tourism tours, and this is the way we operate pretty much. So this kind of counter-intuitive mood of doing things.
How do you mean?
People really see us as the B side of the touristic scene in the city, and that's what we try to be. We try to make things different.
So how is your tours different from the standard tours?
So, for example, our favorite basically is the night adventure. We like to do the night adventure around Granada, which is a visit around the old town, and then the gypsy town, and then the hippie part of the city, and we do some routes around kind of forests, and then we invade the monument, quote unquote, because we don't really invade it. It's a public part, but we climb, we get dirty, and that's quite cool because people really experience something different, and they see the real B side of the city. So they expect something and they get something else, and usually surpass their expectation.
How do you market your tours? So if I'm coming to your region and I don't know about you, how do people find you?
For a long time, we've been a target of many bloggers, especially people from Asia and some people from the United States as well. People write about us because we like to think that we are a communications company. So we give everything that is possible for people to talk about us and generate content about us. So we're very open about that. Obviously, we sell through channels as well, like TripAdvisor, Expedia. We have our booking page. We do lots of direct sales.
Yeah.
So basically, the company started with direct sales.
So how much of your business would you say is direct?
Now we have a massive volume online, so it went down to 15% of direct sales.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to be hiring staff just to be selling directly. But I would say 2 years ago was 70%.
Yeah.
So nowadays things have changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
And everything is online. But we still value so much the direct sales because there are a few things that we can only do directly. For example, customize super well for the customers, how to do things properly, a transfer combined with a tour A, combined with the tour B, and then something else. You can only kind of do these packages.
Which OTA is doing the best for you?
Right now we're working with Expedia and Viator, which is TripAdvisor. From the OTAs, I think that TripAdvisor is the one that gives us more volume. But honestly, our webpage is doing best for us right now. because we invest like quite a lot in advertising and like content on our behalf.
Take a day off from answering emails, telling your team what to get ready, or manually entering info across sales channels. Actually, take many, because Checkfront will help manage your bookings. Guests book and pay however they want. Your team has the tools they need to operate smoothly, and your calendar always stays up to date. Now, what will you do with all that extra time? Checkfront. One booking platform, limitless possibilities. Find out more at checkfront.com.
And in terms of advertising, what channels are you using to advertise?
We are using Google Ads.
Yeah?
Google Ads, because I mean, we do some retargeting on Facebook, but like the massive amount of sales that we do like through our page is done like through like people that are actually actively searching for something to do in the city, and we've got that to the point. So like it's working quite well.
Brilliant. And who are you using for your booking platform?
We're using Checkfront now. And Checkfront has been like our partner for like, I think more than 6 years now. I wasn't there when we started using Checkfront, but from the last 2 years, I really did quite a lot to implement Checkfront all across the company, because I mean, we were only using Checkfront for the online bookings, and then like nowadays we use Checkfront for everything. So
what else do they do that you use?
You know, Checkfront is flexible enough in a sense that we can do pretty much everything. So like what we've done like from 2 years ago is like we've put it together, we twisted and we like broke it and we put it back, and we betrayed Checkfront and we're back with Checkfront, and then now we have a stable relationship with them. Because like they have like many characteristics that are like interesting for us to work like in a starfish kind of way, because our company actually operates basically in a starfish way. So it's not like a pyramid, it's like a multi-leadership thing, and Checkfront provides us like with that. So basically like everyone that has like an admin access to the platform can like change the status, can like do comments, can modify reservations. And one of the main things for us to like control the reservations is the status. So I mean like we have like a color scheme, and we have like a workflow that is defined by the team. And the thing is that like it can change. Sometimes it changes overnight to like suit the actual needs. So it's like quite interesting, because, for example, the other day, we just out of the sudden, to solve like a problem that we had that day, we created like a status that was referring to like a new product that we actually had experience doing but was not listed. So I mean like we solved that just by using like status. So it's quite interesting to like have the opportunity to like be flexible in that way, you know. So Checkfront like has been like quite nice. They also have like amazing support, stellar support. Like shout out to like Checkfront people. Yeah, they're amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
And their support is 24/7, right? So with you being based in Spain, how does that work?
Not 24/7. They're in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but...
And you're in Spain, so how does that work?
In Spain, help? I mean, like, usually I like working and, like, responding to emails, like, over the weekend. Yeah. And they only respond, like, Monday to Friday. But it's fine, because, I mean, like, everything that is like, urgent, pretty much, like, we can solve by ourselves. Yeah. There's nothing really, like, bleeding important.
But what if there was an emergency? How would that work?
Never happen. I mean, I'm not really sure what would happen. I mean, I think we'd cry and that's it. But never happen. I mean, like we pretty much solve our problems. Like not so. I mean, I'm half and a half technical. I mean, I'm not very technical, but like we can pretty much deal with issues.
What would you say is the biggest frustration for you about the tours and activities industry, or what's the biggest challenge facing you today with your business?
I would say that many people still like are not used to the idea of doing a guided tour. Many people are up to try that, and we have like very many like first-time customers, like first time in a guided tour. Yeah, because Granada is like super touristic, and almost all these people like that do like first time a tour are coming from the direct sales. So like we have very good sales people. Yeah. So like shout out to our sales reps in Granada. You guys are awesome, yeah? Yeah. And then like basically we don't like the idea of convincing people. We like the idea of like, you know, when people understand that like you can really profit from like having an experience of like going on a tour with people that really understand what they're looking at. They like really understand the context of like what is being seen, because the city that we are like based is like super dense. Yeah. So if you go there, you're gonna enjoy it because it's beautiful. But apart from that, it's like super amazing. There are like so many aspects of it. There are like many points of view of it. You know, like for example, the Jewish way of looking at it, the Arabic way of looking at it, the Muslim way of like interpreting the stuff, the alchemical way of like interpreting, for example, the Alhambra.
Sure.
And I like this kind of stuff. So I mean, the struggle is to like sell the value, but we don't struggle so much. I mean, we got that like quite solved.
And where can people find your tours online? What's your website?
So basically, our website is sixthrills.com, SIXTHRILLS.com.
Fantastic.
And you can also find us on TripAdvisor and Expedia.
Fantastic.
And we just hit the mark of 6,000 reviews today. So we're happy.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, mister.
Thanks for listening to the Tourpreneur podcast. Be sure to visit tourpreneur.com to join the conversation and access the show notes, including links to the resources mentioned on today's episode. This is Tourpreneur.